So all we gotta do, plug it in, and if we engage, all right. Are you a little bit bored of using the same 3 plugins on every single beat you make? I found myself in that exact same position, so I started looking online trying to find some new technique to re-inspire me. And I did. It's called reamping. To be honest, reamping has completely changed how I cook beats. It's re-inspired me massively. And today, I wanted to go through a simple reamping technique for revitalizing your basses using guitar pedals. Y'all aren't ready for this one. I feel like it's important to explain the process of reamping before we get into the fun part, which is using it and creating cool effects. First things first, you'll need to get a guitar pedal. If you play guitar, you probably have some, but if you don't and you want to look to explore, there's a bunch of great options that are not too expensive. We're gonna keep this under $100 so it's accessible for all levels. So what you need to reamp is an interface with outputs, which is basically all of them. Sometimes they say to plug into a reamp box before going into your guitar pedal. I personally have never found that I needed to do this. I don't know why, but it hasn't blown any of my pedals up and hasn't blown my speakers up. The internet says to do this, so I would probably trust them over me. You'll need some TS cables to plug from your output into your pedal and back from your pedal into your input. Today, I'm using a distortion pedal called the Rat. It's an absolute classic. I think they run about $70, so you can check out that one too if you want. Let's explain what the basics of reamping is. Reamping, in the simplest way that I can explain it, is you're taking a previously recorded take, sending it out of your interface into an effects processor like a guitar pedal, and re-recording it as a new track. Here's a simple signal flow. So step 1, record an instrument into your DAW. Step 2 would be taking that instrument out of your DAW and into a guitar effects pedal using the output and then into the input of your guitar effect pedal. Step 3, taking the output of your guitar effect pedal and putting that back into the input of your interface. Step 4, re-record with the new effect you've got in and then mix it to taste. One very important note, and I've almost blown my speakers up doing this, you can very easily get a feedback loop if you don't have your routing correct. I have the ability to change my outputs from output 1 and 2 and outputs 3 and 4, but I didn't set outputs 3 and 4 to go out 3 and 4. They actually were sent to go out of 1 and 2 as well. So when I sent out the bass, the output 3, I actually was sending output 3, which was still going out of 1 and 2. And what happened was that was sending right back into itself, and it started circling, and the meter just went right up to like plus 365 or something. It was so loud, it could have made your ears bleed. To break this down very simply, you need to send to a separate output than the output you're using for your speakers. All right, that was a lot of technical stuff. Let's get into the fun. What happens when you reamp? So I got this fat bass, but I think it needs a little bit of dirt. Send it out of the DAW to the pedal. Now let's just turn it on. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Now we need to record that back into the DAW. What's so sick about this too, if we need more distortion, we can turn it up. If we need less distortion, we turn it down. Maybe we need a bit more filter, more volume, less volume. It's a complete instrument in itself. Once recorded, you got to put them to taste, so just mix it like you normally would. Thought it'd be dope to show it on an 808 and maybe a real bass, so let's just do that really quickly. Nice and fat, but let's add some distortion. Start cranking. Put the filter up. It's a lot. That's sweet. You can go up, you can go down. It's pretty cool. Let's also try it on an 808. I love using this on guitars, keys, as well as bass. I think I could show you some other pedals and some other cool reamping techniques, but for today, I think we can leave it there. Check out my Patreon. I got exclusive loop kits, MIDI kits, templates, presets, all that good stuff, and I post new stuff weekly. I'd love to see you there. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week.